Man, it's Taylor Gang, I died.
Who you with?
Reec.
Yeah. Who you with?
Who you with?
Hey, the lady on the intro is here.
Hey, you guys.
She's so hype. She is so hype. Hey, we're going to have a good time today. Listen, shout out to everybody live tapped in on YouTube and Twitch as well as Facebook. And shout out to everybody on IG as well. Listen, we got a great show lined up. But before we get started, introduce everybody in the room. It is the day that you're about to win these tickets today. You can win free tickets to go see Buzz Lightyear. Once again, let me repeat that for those in the back that didn't catch it the first time. Buzz Lightyear tickets on deck. Family fun event. We're going to hook you up today. Tap in right now. Reec Radio on Instagram. That's REEC RADIO. Let's get it. All right, listen. Hype bell time. It is Mental Health Awareness Week. Of course, we had to bring in some very special guests. We got True Life Hypnosis in the building. Paul, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Reece? Thank you for having me, man.
For sure, man. Last time he came via virtual, he was like, man, listen, I could hypnotize people virtually or over the phone. I was like, nah, we're going to have to do this in person. I got just the person for you. And here she is. What's up, Kay?
Hey, Reece. Hi, you guys. It's K.Samone, of course. I'm back in the building. First of all, you giving out Bud Lightyear tickets?
Yeah.
Up.
You trying to go?
Up and away.
You childish.
Yeah, up and away.
She is childish.
Up and away. I'm ready.
Maybe we get hypnotherapy to childish about you.
I'm excited. I'm getting hypnotized today.
I know. I'm excited to see you get hypnotized. I mean, some people are out there looking like, what's hypnotized? That means you just fall out when somebody snap their fingers and make you bark like a dog, right? No, man. This is what it's about today.
That's what I was thinking.
Paul has been doing this on the street, right? He started out doing this kind of, on his daily journeys, hypnotizing people and helping them get past some life blocks. Helping them get past some things, helping people quit smoking. I mean, he can kind of tell you about it, Paul. What's some of the things you've helped people break through with your hypnotherapy before we hypnotize K.Samone?
See, it's actually amazing what you can do with hypnosis. At first, I thought it was something funny, too, like you snap your fingers, make them act like a dog. Mm-hmm. So I started for all the wrong reasons, just to be funny, mess with my friends. But then eventually, once I started doing that in the radio station and started seeing how effective it was, I realized this thing is powerful. So my first day actually being certified, I was with my mentor. I seen him personally get somebody to stop smoking crack.
Wow.
Get somebody to stop smoking crack. And then I seen him get people to stop smoking cigarettes. And it's like 3 days in a row, I'm just seeing all these amazing breakthroughs that he's been doing. So I started trying my hands at it. My first time I got somebody to stop smoking cigarettes. It's been about 3-4 years. She ain't touched a box of cigarettes since. And whenever I'm in the streets and I do a stop smoking cigarette session, I take the box. I said, okay, if you know you're going to stop, if you're serious about it, let me take this box. So I'll take the box, I write the date on it, and then I'll keep it as a souvenir. Just let me know how many people I help. Wow. So I help people stop drinking, I help people stop smoking, I help people stop smoking meth. Like in Arizona, there's a big drug problem out there. So sometimes I do it in the streets just to help people. So I help people stop smoking meth, help people stop smoking crack. And at first I was a little skeptical about it. Like, am I really doing something? Like, is this truly helping people? But then I'll see some of them out in the streets again. I'll see somebody, he started putting on weight now. He told me he had a job. He spotted me. Yeah. He spotted me. He came, he told me how his life changed. He got a job now. He got in touch with his family. And that made me think, like, man, I feel like I was really put here for a reason. Yeah. Because this is so helpful, but not many people really know about it. People see it, and they only see the comedy part about it. I like the comedy part. That's what my mentor specialized in. But I told him from day one I want to focus on the therapy. Because our people, our community, we need healing more than anybody. That's it. We're so traumatized, and we already kind of apprehensive about getting therapy. So I just want to show them, like, this is somebody that looks like you. This is somebody that's been helping people who look like us. Yeah. And it's not what you think it is. People think it's something in the movies where I can control you or it's mind control. You can get stuck. It's none of that. You can actually hear everything going on. You can even respond when I ask you questions. It's not what you think at all. By the end of it, it's like you get all these revelations coming up even afterwards. Right. And I think that's the biggest part, because one, I don't want people to keep coming back to me. I was actually just telling Antoine about this. Like, I like people, but I don't want you calling me all the time, man. Right.
So it's almost like you like it. It's not like an oil change. This is a tune-up.
Yeah, this is a tune-up.
So it's like, you get them ready for the road, and then they can keep trucking afterwards.
Exactly. And I got a program set up right now. So where I do, it's 3 months. So I hypnotize you the first day. I find out what your goals are. After finding out what your goals are, I make a 3-month success plan. Like, okay, if you want to stop smoking, you want to lose weight, I break it down by the week. So each week we have something that we focus on. Yeah. And then after that, it gets harder and harder because I'm walking through it. And within 3 months, you're going to get hypnotized 3 times. So after each month, we're going to look back and see what you struggle with the most this month. And then we're going to address that.
Oh, you go back in.
Exactly. Okay. By the end of that program, not only have you changed all the negative habits, but you replaced it with the positive. People try to get rid of these negative habits, but you can't get it without replacing it. It's like, if I want to stop smoking, what are you going to do every time you get the urge now?
Yeah.
It's like, you stop, but you're going to pick up something else unless you got an actual different trigger, because you're always going to have the trigger. But now when the triggers hit, you know I can do something more productive than just go smoke. And instead of getting high, I can work out, get that workout high.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. I stopped messing with toxic women and I got chickens. I get it. Replacement. I get it. All right, that was a joke.
I
chicken
can't.
heads
I
with
can't.
chicken.
we go, man.
I cannot.
we go. All right.
No, I did have a question though. I did have a question. So, you know, aside from working with individuals who may have some type of addiction, right? How do you go about working with individuals who don't have that addiction per se, but they may have trauma or something like that? Do you sit down and ask them what are they dealing with, and then they address it, or do they address it in the midst of the hypnosis?
First off, I start off talking to them, because before I even do hypnosis, it's thought therapy first. So I want to sit down with you, find out what you're struggling with, get to the actual root cause of what you're dealing with. I actually focus on trauma. I do addictions mostly when I'm in the streets, but just because of how the people around, but I mostly focus on trauma. I realize whether it's addiction, whether it's procrastination, anxiety, almost anything goes back to childhood. So I focus on childhood trauma, getting down to the root cause when it first happened. And I realized after healing that, they're really healed afterwards.
Gotcha. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, I have a problem with procrastination.
Oh, well, let's fix it right
let's
now.
address
Let's go ahead and
this
fix
today.
it. Right. You also have a drinking problem.
No, I don't have a drinking problem. Don't you put that out there now. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I was gonna say it's Gatorade. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? But no, it's all good. So Kay is one of my great friends, a very talented on-air personality as well. You know what I'm saying? She does radio and a dope media personality too. Congrats. I saw you on a big show the other day. You was on Fox Soul, wasn't you? I saw it on big TV.
Yes, thank you.
I wasn't even expecting that. I'm just looking at Fox Soul. I'm like, hold on, is that my friend? What you doing in LA? You done left town on us. All right, but I want you to go ahead and kind of get started. For those who just tuning in, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. He cannot hypnotize you over the chat because we working on her right now. Right. But is folks, if they watching, they gonna fall asleep?
Only if they follow along.
All right, so make sure y'all sit down. All right,
it's cool if you guys watch. Just don't listen to anything I say. Don't follow any directions I tell her to do.
Okay. All right, cool. So right now we got True Life Hypnosis. Paul is right here. He's going to hypnotize K.Samone and help her with her procrastination.
Yes.
Right, and he's gonna talk to you and get it started. So I'm gonna get out the way and then let him do his thing. Let's get to it.
All right, let's do it.
For sure. So you said you got a problem with procrastination?
Procrastination is one. Another thing that I feel like discipline. I'm inconsistent with my discipline.
What does that look like for you?
So I work out. So I'll work out for probably like a month, right? I'll get up and go to work. I have to be to work at 6 a.m. So I'll go work out between 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is my workout time. Right. And I'm consistent for it for like a month, maybe 2. And then after that, I'm right back into old habits. So,
see, a lot of people, when it comes to procrastination, it's either because they don't have a strong enough reason or they out here self-sabotaging. Or what do you think it is when you procrastinate? Is it you get bored and try to distract yourself? You just don't like the feeling and you try to distract yourself?
No. When it comes to my procrastination, I can't sit still. I can't focus on one thing. I'll sit here and say, hey, I'm focusing on, like, say if I have to edit a project, I'm editing a project, but then I'm in my phone, I'm looking at something else. Oh, I forgot to do this over here, or I forgot to do that over there. So my mind starts going in like 20 different directions.
So when's the time where procrastination costs you the most? Like you either skipped a big project or you failed the test. Like when's the time procrastination costs you the most pain?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You got to answer the questions. You can't get hypnotized.
No,
because
I don't know that one. I don't know when procrastination has cost me.
Oh, so when's the last thing that procrastination stopped you from doing, or stop you from doing as well as you know you could have done?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'll say this. With procrastinating, it stops me from being able to produce a way better show than what I have on Sundays.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Stop you from producing a way better show. So what does that show look like? If you could produce a show to the standard of your liking and you know that's something you could be really proud of, you put your best to it, what does that look like? Does it look like you having a crispier editing system? What does it look like? You having a better turnaround time?
No, it'll be the sound, the way it sounds, the way it comes out, as far as like imaging. It's not necessarily the editing. I'm the editor. So if I was a better editor, then if I didn't procrastinate editing. So, yeah, it would just be like the way that it sounds, and then just being able to create a forward movement outside of radio with the show, being able to take the show beyond the radio station.
Okay, cool. So I'll tell you this. I want you to think about your dream life, the life of success, a life that you could feel completely proud of. If you never work again, or if you just chill home at the end of your life and you do some reflection, you can tell that I had a great life. What does that life look like for you? What are you doing? Who are you around? Where are you at? Really picture clearly that dream life.
You want me to tell you that?
Yeah, tell me that.
Okay. Where do I see myself? Important. I see myself in this big, and I don't want to say big, but like semi-big, big house, right? With floor-to-wall ceilings. Not floor-to-wall ceilings. Is it floor-to-wall ceilings or floor-to-wall windows? Yeah, floor-to-wall windows. I see myself sitting in the backyard in my pool, sipping some mimosas, and just reflecting on how far I've come and being proud of how far I've come. Okay, cool. Not necessarily finished, because I don't think I'll ever be finished doing what I love to do until the day that I actually close my eyes for good. But
so who are some important people in your life that could benefit from you living that dream life?
My friends, for sure. Family, for sure. Definitely family and friends. I see myself surrounded by my best friends.
Okay, cool.
My brothers, yeah.
And I'll do this too, because when we know what we want to change, we got to also know where we want to go. So for you, that dream life is the goal. That's the destination. But you have to see how procrastination is creating a barrier of you getting to that dream life. And you got to see who's actually being affected by procrastination. It might be people you don't consider. You might think, all right, I'm just slacking off today with getting the editing. It's no big deal. It's just me. But if you got your friends and your family riding on you to be successful, then you're not just doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your friends and family a disservice too. And oftentimes when we procrastinate, we don't even think to that point. So with that being said, I feel like I got what I need. And I just want to let you know, this isn't mind control. So if you got to set in your mind you can't be hypnotized, you're right. I can't overpower you. You got all the control in the world. But if you are open to the experience and actually seeing how strong your mind is, you'll have a great experience, and you are guaranteed to see the change.
Okay.
All right.
I'm open.
All right, cool. So I need you to face me.
Okay.
All right, cool. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I am right-handed.
All right, let me see that. I want you to just push down on my hand. Just push down as hard as you can now. Go ahead and just close your eyes. Now I want you to start taking deep breaths in and out. As you continue to push down on these hands. Just continue taking those deep breaths in and out. Breathing in relaxation, breathing out stress, breathing out anxiety, breathing out any resistance right now. In a second, not yet, but in a second, I will count down from 5 to 1. And when I count down from 5 to 1, by the time I get to 1, and only after I get to 1, you allow your head to rest safely and softly into your chest. And you allow yourself to go in a state of relaxation 10 times deeper than the one you're already in. Everything going on around you, everything you hear going on around you only help you focus more on my breath, focus on my voice. Because the more you focus, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper down in relaxation you go. I want you now to just picture a tree. Picture a big tree. And like any tree, this tree has roots. I want you to see this tree's roots going deeper in the ground. And just know that the deeper these roots go, the safer and stronger this tree becomes. And like any tree, it wants to be safe, it wants to grow strong. So just really picture clearly this tree and the roots going all the way down. Deeper and deeper down. Just like that. And as this roots go deeper and deeper down, the tree starts becoming stronger and safer. This tree represents you. The more you allow yourself to just drift down safely into this state of relaxation, the stronger you can create your mind, the stronger you can build your mind, because your subconscious mind, your strongest mind, would take over. Now, as you continue taking these deep breaths in and out, getting more and more relaxed with every breath, I want you to picture now that you're on that elevator. Yeah, we're on the 5th floor. Once we go down from this elevator from the 5th floor to the 1st floor, I'm going to say the word sleep. When I say the word sleep, and only after I say that word sleep, again, your head will rest safely and softly into your chest. You'll be able to hear everything going on around you. You'll be able to respond when I ask you a question. And after I say that word sleep, I want you to just allow everything I say from this point on to become your complete and immediate reaction, your complete and immediate reality. Just go ahead and nod your head if you accept that. From this point on, everything I say becomes your complete and immediate reality. Nod your head if you accept this. Perfect. Now we're on the 5th floor of this elevator, and we're going to start going down, all the way down. Perfect. Just allow yourself to relax more and more. The more you relax, the better you feel. The better you feel, the easier it is for you to just relax. Now that we're going down from the 5th floor all the way down to the 4th floor, I want you to imagine just like the clouds drift freely in the sky. Allow all the thoughts, all the chatter in your head to just drift out right now. Just like that. Perfect. All the thoughts, all the chatter, drift calmly and safely out right now. Perfect. And as the thoughts and chatter drift out right now, it sends a signal to your mind and your body that it's safe for you to relax even deeper now. There you go, all the way down. The more you breathe in and out, the deeper you breathe in and out, the more relaxed you become, all the way down. Now, because you allow yourself to drift down even further, it sends a signal to your brain and your body that it's safe for you to relax deeper and go even deeper down. So now we're going down this elevator from the 4th floor all the way down to the 3rd floor now, all the way down, just like that. Perfect. Now on this floor, I want you to really picture, see clearly, just like how the rain releases freely from the sky. I want you to release all the stress, all the anxiety, any resistance you have right now. Just let it go. Just like how the rain washes the earth, allow all the thoughts, all the stress, all the fears and resistance to just be washed away right now as you relax deeper and deeper now. Perfect. Because you allow yourself to release the thoughts, to release the anxiety, to release all the fears and the resistance, just allow yourself to relax even deeper as we go all the way down to the 2nd floor now. Perfect. Now that we're on the 2nd floor, I want to remind you, from this point on, everything you hear going on around you will just help you focus on my voice. The more you focus on my voice, the better you feel. The better you feel, the more you focus on my voice, and the easier it is to create this healing. I want you now to know, in a moment, not yet, but in a moment, we'll go down to the 1st floor, and I'll say that word sleep. After I say that word sleep, and only after I say that word sleep, your head will rest safely and softly in, and you'll just allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper in the state of relaxation, knowing that you are safe, knowing that you are cared for, you are protected, okay, you are in full control. After I say that word sleep, I will release your hand. You allow your hand to just drop safely on your lap. Just allow yourself to drift into a state of hypnosis so we can start this healing. Now we go all the way down to the 1st floor now. You're more relaxed than you ever felt. Everything going on around you, everything you hear just help you focus more. Because as you focus on my voice, you start your healing. As you focus on my voice, you become more powerful. I want you to take a deep breath in and release it. Releasing all the fears, all the anxiety now. Feeling 10 times more relaxed. Take another deep breath in. Perfect. Release it again. Take another deep breath in. All the way down. Just like that. Take another deep breath in. And sleep. All the way down. Deeper down. Allow yourself to just drift safely and calmly. Allow all the relaxation to come over you. As you allow yourself to just drop deeper and deeper and deeper in the state of hypnosis. Now in a minute, not yet, but in a minute, every time I say the word sleep, you allow yourself to just return to this point. Every time I say the word sleep, you allow yourself to just return to this point. And everything I say becomes your complete and immediate reality. Nod your head if you accept this. Perfect. So just allow yourself to take another deep breath in and sleep all the way down. Deeper and deeper down. In a second, I'm going to count up from 1 to 3. When I count off from 1 to 3, you'll be awake, feeling relaxed, feeling amazing. But every time I say that word sleep, you go down even deeper and return to this state. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah, you feel good? It's not what you expect, right? Mm-mm. See, I usually during these sessions, I put them in and out about 2-3 times just so they can get used to what trance feels like. Because at first, it's brand new. They feel scared. They don't really know what to expect. But once they see how normal it actually feels, they're much more open to us actually doing the session. You feel good? Mm-hmm. You cool? All right, cool. So you say you wanted to work on procrastination, right?
Yes.
All right, procrastination. Cool. Now, can you stand up? All right, perfect. Stand up. And you said you was left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
All right, let me see this hand. Just go ahead and relax even more. Go ahead, close your eyes. And just allow yourself to relax. Allow this arm to be completely loose and limp. And when I snap my fingers and say that word that I told you, you already know what's going to happen. You allow yourself to drift back to that state. You allow yourself to feel completely loose and relaxed. And you allow yourself to start that healing that you deserve. So just continue taking these deep breaths in and out. Now I'm going to count down from 1 to 3, from 3 to 1. And you go right back to that really relaxing place. 3, all the way down. There you go. More relaxed. More relaxed. 2, even deeper down now. And 1, sleep. All the way down. Everything become loose and relaxed. Just drop into the sense of relaxation. There you go. All the way down. Now you can sit down. And just stay right here. Completely loose and relaxed. Every muscle, every fiber. Every time I say that word, sleep. Just go even deeper down. There you go. And now, I'm going to wake you up again. And I'm going to put you back. And when I do, we'll start the session. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. How you feel?
I feel good.
All right, cool. So, want to test this out. I want you, when I say eyes closed, I want you to close your eyes. Not yet. But when I say eyes open, I want you to just lift your eyebrows up. And then I'm saying eyes closed, I want you to drop your eyebrows. Keep your eyelids closed the whole time, but allow your eyebrows to go up and down. It's going to look something like this. Eyes open, eyes closed. You get it? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So just go ahead, close your eyes. And let's test this out. When I say eyes open, your eyebrows will raise. When I say eyes closed, your eyebrows will drop. Now, eyes open. Perfect, just like that. Eyes closed, all the way down. Eyes open. Perfect, just like that. Eyes closed, deeper and deeper down now. One more time, eyes open. Take a deep breath in. and sleep. All the way down. Drifting, dropping down. Deeper and deeper. Just allow your mind to just drift all the way down. Now stay. We can start. I want you to think back to a time in your adult life where you was the most proud of yourself. I want you to picture clearly what you was doing. I want you to see who was around you. And I want you to feel every emotion that came up that day. The day in your adult life where you felt the most proud of yourself. I want to know what happened. I want to know where you was at or who you was around. And when I count down from 3 to 1, it'll become more vivid. And you'll be able to actually tell me what happened. 3, 2, 1. What happened the day you was the most proud of yourself? And you can say, nah.
It was graduation.
Graduation. Okay, and what are some of the feelings that came up during your graduation?
Excitement. Just being excited.
That's good. You was excited. It was a big accomplishment. You was probably filled with joy, filled with passion. I want you to picture now the family members and your loved ones. I want you to see clearly the smiles on their faces. So proud of you, knowing that you worked this hard and you accomplished your dreams. I want you to feel that love they have for you. There you go. Really feel that love. Allow that love to get stronger and stronger now. Allow all that happiness to get stronger and stronger. Really feel this. Perfect. This is how it's going to feel like every time you set a goal and you take action towards your goals. It's going to feel just like the day you graduated. You're going to feel so happy. You're going to feel so proud of yourself because you did what you knew you had to do, and you're bringing yourself closer to the success you know you deserve. Every time you set a goal and take action, it's going to feel just like this, but even stronger now. Allow that feeling of pride, allow that feeling of happiness to get twice as strong now. There you go. Really take this in. Every time you allow yourself to take action towards your goals, it's going to feel just like this. You're going to make those people happy because when you take action towards improving your life, you are affecting more than just yourself. You're going to see the look on your family's face. You're going to see the look on your friend's face. You're going to feel how proud they are of you because you deserve this. And all it takes is for you to take action and plan your goals. The more and more you plan and take action, the faster and faster and faster that you get towards your goal, the easier it becomes. Now I want you to go backwards. Go to a time in your teenage life where you was the most proud of yourself. I want you to see clearly what happened. I want you to feel every emotion that is associated with that memory. And I want you to see clearly who was around you. The moment in your teenage life where you was the most proud, where you took action and accomplished your goals. You took action and accomplished your goals. And because you took action, you made this huge accomplishment. And you allowed yourself to feel every emotion. It could be happy. You could feel proud of yourself. You could just feel accomplished. I want you to see clearly the picture, the looks on your family member's face. And when I count down from 3 to 1 and snap my fingers, you'll be able to tell me exactly what happened. 3, 2, 1. What happened?
I found my passion.
You found your passion. Wow. How do you remember feeling on this day?
I cried that day.
I want you to tune in to this feeling right now. Just go ahead and relive this moment. Allow yourself to truly feel all these emotions. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to breathe deeper, breathe deeper. Just allow these emotions to come back now. The day you found your passion. The day you knew what you want to do for the rest of your life. The day you knew what you was sent here to do. There you go. The day you knew what's going to set you up for the future. There you go. Allow this to come up even more. Breathe through it. The more you breathe, the easier it is. Again, the more it comes up right now. There you go. The day you found your passion. Nah, this is how it's gonna feel every time you set big goals, because you know what you're capable of. Every time you set big goals and take action, you're gonna come right back to this day. The day you found your passion. The day you knew why God put you here. The day you knew what you want to do for the rest of your life. And as good as it feels in this moment, it's going to feel twice as good. As good as you feel right now, just let this feeling to increase times 2 right now. There you go. The day you found your passion. So proud of yourself, so happy, so grateful. You finally got a sense of clarity. You know what's possible if you just put in the work. You are the only thing in your way. And because you know you deserve a life of success, you know you deserve a life of peace, you know you deserve to help people the way people have helped you in your life, you continue to take that action and continue to take those positive steps towards your goals. The word procrastination is completely out of your vocabulary because you know every time you take action, you accomplish your goals. You can help people, and most importantly, you are living out your mission. See, people think about passion and don't know what it really is. Once you find your passion, you found your mission in life. And for you to follow your passions, for you to stay on track with your mission. Every time you let yourself procrastinate, you are allowing yourself to willingly walk away from your mission. Allow yourself to willingly walk away from what you know will make you succeed and make a difference in this world. So, from this point on, every time you have an idea in your head, you will immediately write out a goal, and you will immediately start taking actions to do it. I want you to go back even further now to a point in your childhood life, and I want you to truly think, truly see clearly, really picture the happiest day of your childhood life, the life you was the most proud of yourself. I want you to see what you was doing. I want you to see who was around you, and I want you to see clearly what happened. Most importantly, I want you to feel, really feel all the emotions that you had that day. The most proud you've ever been in your childhood life. And when I count down from 3 to 1, you'll drift even deeper all the way down into that memory. And you'll be able to tell me clearly what happened. 3, 2, all the way down. And 1. What happened in your childhood life?
I was performing with friends in front of my dad and family a song because we had some group. We had a singing group.
And how did you feel in this moment?
It was a lot of laughter. I'm happy because I was able to just be myself with no judgment, no anything, just full of energy.
And I want you to focus on that. What it's like to be yourself with no judgment. What it's like to experience that judge-free moment. The moment where you're succeeding and you're around people that care about you, people that want to see you succeed, and it's peace, no judgment. I want you to just take on those emotions right now as you continue to breathe in and out, allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper in this memory. Perfect. This is how it's going to feel every time you set a goal and every time you take actions to succeed that goal. Because when you take action, action is the key to walk you through the doorway of success. The dream life that you want is right behind that door, and you have the key within you. All it is taking action. So I want you now to just imagine every time you take action, you're going to immediately feel this moment. Now, I want you to stay in that childhood era, but this time I want you to imagine the time you was the most disappointed in yourself. I want you to imagine a time where you procrastinated, or times where you didn't take action the way you knew you should, and it cost you. The most disappointing moment in your life right now as a childhood. The time that hurt you the most in your childhood. I want you to know that it's safe. It can't hurt you. You're not alone. But the more you allow yourself to feel it, the more you allow yourself to release all negative emotions, all triggers that is attached to this moment. And I will ask you to purge it, not yet, but when I ask you to purge, it may be in the form of breathing deeper. It may be in the forms of tears. Just allow that to happen, knowing that as the tears flow, you release what no longer serves you. You release all the shame, all the embarrassment, all the doubt, the anger. And the more and more you allow yourself to purge, the more you release that. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1 and ask you, what's the most disappointing moment in your childhood life where you was disappointed in yourself? And you'll be able to tell me. 3, 2, 1. What happened? The most disappointing moment in your childhood life.
The most disappointed in my childhood life was when my father was arrested.
You're doing great. I want you to really go into that memory. Describe what happened.
I remember him calling me. Or I remember we was actually on our way back to Virginia from Atlanta, and I got a call that police had barged in the house. And I remember at the time my soon-to-be stepsister called me crying. I remember that. I remember my dad was released on bail, and it was my 13th birthday. And he couldn't come see me like he normally would on my 13th, like on my birthdays, period. And I just remember feeling like, I lost my biggest friend, my best friend at the time.
I'm doing a great job. I want you to just breathe in and allow yourself to truly just allow this moment to just flow. Allow all the energy, all the emotions to just come out right now. The sadness, the fear, feeling like life is unfair, the confusion. Allow it all to just flow out right now. Just like how the rain releases from the sky, I want you to just allow those tears to just wash away everything that no longer serves you right now. Because the more you allow yourself to release what no longer serves you, the more you make room for healing, the more you make room for love. I want you to imagine and picture clearly that childhood version of yourself I want you to see her. She could be to your left, to your right, or in front of you. I want you to see her clearly, and I want you to tell her everything she needs to hear in this moment. It could be not to be scared. It could be that she's going to be all right. Whatever she needs to hear in this moment, I want you to say it out loud as you heal this little girl. 3, 2, 1.
You don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay. You just don't gotta be strong all the time. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna accomplish so many good things, and just know that the burdens of other people are not your burdens. You don't have to carry the weight of other people's wrongs or other people's failures, because they're not your failures.
You're doing a great job. I want you to see, as you telling her all this, I want you to see her truly embracing this. I want you to imagine just giving that little girl a hug, and just imagine her feeling safe, feeling protected, knowing that she doesn't have to be strong all the time, knowing that there's people that care about her, there's people that want her to be safe, and there's people that's going to protect her in this world. Knowing that it's okay to move forward with your goals, no matter how you feel. And the more you speak life into this little girl, the more she heals. I want you to just continue releasing any lingering emotion, any lingering thoughts, whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, whether it's embarrassment, whether it's shame. I want you to just release it and make room for forgiveness. Forgiving yourself, forgiving your father, forgiving the police. I want you to make room for confidence, knowing that no matter what tough situation you're in, you can always make it through. There'll always be somebody there to help you, that you're never alone. And when you know, and only when you know, that you're ready to move on from this memory, that you're ready to take back your power from this memory, I want you to just say, okay, take as long as you need. You've already learned your lesson. You've already went through this. There's no need to hold on to it any longer. There's no need to hold on to this hurt. You can release it and move forward. It can be better. When you're ready, say okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Now I want you to go to the teenage version of your life. The most disappointing moment in your teenage life. I want you to see clearly what happened. I want you to feel every emotion that popped up in this moment. And I want you to know that it's safe to feel. It's safe to relive this moment. These memories can't hurt you. All you can do is heal and grow stronger from them. When I count down from 3 to 1, I want you to tell me what happened on the most disappointing day of your teenage life. 3, 2, 1.
Not accepting an internship with iHeartMedia in Delaware.
Why did you reject this internship?
I wasn't willing to make the sacrifices necessary. I didn't have a car. I wasn't in Delaware. I just wasn't willing to make the sacrifices, or I didn't know if I could make the sacrifices. So I second guessed that whole opportunity.
Now, after you rejected this opportunity that you know could change your life, what thoughts were going on through your head? How were you feeling?
Upset. Trying to figure it out. I was in a place of uncertainty, trying to understand if I was even going to return back to Delaware State or not. So I was just uncertain.
Now, I want you to know that every time you procrastinate, it's going to feel like this. It's going to feel like the moment in your childhood life. Because when you procrastinate, you create obstacles for you to overcome. When you procrastinate, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting the ones that love you. And you are keeping yourself from the life you deserve. Every time you procrastinate, you will come right back to these moments. These moments of pain, these moments of hurt. Because procrastination is self-harm. Procrastination is self-harm. Now I want you to see that version of yourself who was so scared to take these sacrifices, so scared to take this risk. And I want you to tell her exactly what she needs to hear in this moment.
Accept it. Understand that there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Sacrifice now so you don't have to sacrifice later.
Perfect. You're doing a great job. And because you know that in life it requires sacrifices. When you gotta go, it requires sacrifice. Choosing to procrastinate is choosing not to take the actions necessary to accomplish that goal. In this moment, the action necessary was to sacrifice. And from this moment, you created a pattern. When something big comes up for you, you're afraid. You don't see it as being afraid. You try to play it off, and you procrastinate. Whether it's editing a show, whether it's going to an important meeting, whether it's just taking care of yourself. This is part of being afraid of your success, being afraid of what you could be. Every time you procrastinate, you come back to these memories. You remember how it feels. You allow those feelings to come up and get stronger and stronger. But you have the power to push on and move past these feelings and release it just by taking action. When you take action, it's like taking a breath of fresh air. Every time you procrastinate, I want you to imagine it feels like you're carrying around a 100-pound bowling ball. It's unnecessary. But when you take that action, you finally release it. You can move freely and step in a direction that you deserve to be in. I want you to go to a point in your adult life where you was the most disappointed, the most painful memory in your adult life, the memory that is truly holding you back today, the memory that is truly responsible for why you procrastinate, for why you doubt yourself, for why you hold yourself back from the greatness that you know you deserve to embody. Go to this moment, the most painful moment in your adult life. The moment that's responsible for your procrastination. And I want you to tell me clearly what happened. 3, 2, 1. Go back to that moment. The most painful moment in your adult life. I want you to see clearly what happened. Feel those emotions clearly. And describe to me what happened. 3, 2, 1.
When the person who brought me here was let go. I felt like I was just stuck. I still feel stuck. Like there's no plan, or I have a plan of action but don't know how to implement.
So what goes through your head when you start feeling stuck?
Frustration. I feel like, what am I working so hard for? Confusion. Doubts. And I start questioning my talents and abilities.
Yeah, when you get triggered to do that, what do you usually do after you get triggered? You feel frustrated, you doubt your abilities, you question your talents. What do you usually do to avoid these feelings?
Sleep. Or watch TV. Escape. Try to find a way to escape.
I want you right now to imagine a version of yourself, your adult self. I want you to just see her sitting in the midst of all that. See it like she's sitting on the ocean, and the waves of frustration, the waves of self-doubt, the waves of confusion is just crashing safely under her feet. See all that frustration, all that self-doubt just flowing towards you. I want you to imagine her just sitting through it and letting the waves pass. Because just like the water in the oceans, these emotions, these thoughts, they're temporary. They come and they go. There's no need to avoid them. When you learn to sit and let the waters crash and go, you'll discover how strong you are. You'll discover what you're really made of. Because just like the waves in the ocean, as they come and go, you still have the power to do as you please. They will always come and go. They will go just as quick as they come. These are natural. Just like water is natural. These thoughts, they come and then they go. And when you try to fight, when you try to resist it, that's when it gets worse. Whenever you try to fight a crashing wave, you end up getting hurt. You end up getting washed away. You end up getting overwhelmed. But when you learn to sit and let the wave come and go, you learn that you have the power and the freedom to do as you please. I want you to see that version of yourself. And I want you to tell her exactly what she needs to hear in this moment. It could be that she is strong enough to weather the storm. It could be that she is powerful enough to face her challenges without a need to escape. Whatever she needs to hear in this moment, just go ahead and tell her right now.
You don't need no one's validation. You don't need anyone's approval. What you feel, allow yourself to feel it. You've come so far to give up now. You put too much work in to stop. This too shall pass.
Yeah, perfect. Every time you take action towards achieving your goals, you're just reminding yourself how strong you are. You're reminding yourself that just like the water in the ocean, bad times, bad emotions, bad feelings, and bad thoughts come and they go. They have no control over you. But as they come and go, when you allow yourself to truly feel it and take those steps, regardless, you'll see how strong you are. Every time you allow yourself to take action, the more and more you take action towards achieving your goals, the easier and easier it becomes to accomplish them. Every time you take action, you remember all those happy moments. You remember your graduation. You remember the day you found your passion. You remember how it felt to know that you can accomplish anything. Nothing can hold you back, only you can hold yourself back. I want you now to imagine you're on the river and you see this river in front of you. And you see the waves and the water just flowing downstream. I want you to look to the left or the right. Imagine you see a red jar. This jar represents everything you've been carrying with you that no longer serves you. This jar represents the self-doubt. This jar represents any grudge you've been holding. This jar represents confusion. It represents shame. It represents embarrassment. Everything that no longer serves you is in this jar. I want you to take this jar and go dump it into that river. And I want you to really see the water just flowing down, representing you releasing the sadness. You're releasing the grudges. You're releasing the self-doubt. You forgiving all those people that hurt you. Forgiving the times you hurt yourself. The time you felt stuck. I want you to just see that water release more and more and see it washing downstream. The further and further it goes downstream, the more you release it. And when you know that you've truly released everything that is no longer serving you, you just say, okay. Now I want you to see a green jar. This jar represents everything that you need to succeed. This jar represents confidence. It represents courage. It represents healing, forgiveness of yourself and others. This jar represents hard work, persistence. I want you to take this jar to the river and fill it up. Really see this overflowing. Fill it up more and more, representing an overflow of abundance, an overflow of confidence, an overflow of love, an overflow of good health. Everything that you need to succeed. I want you to just see this jar overflowing. And when you see it, say, okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Now from this moment on, every time you see the color red, blue, green, or black, it reminds you to take action towards your goal. Every time you even get the urge to procrastinate, you immediately think back to the time where you was the most disappointed. You immediately think back to the time where you was the most hurt. And it'll feel worse than that time because you know that this is something that you're doing to yourself. But as soon as you take action, you immediately get that sense of pride. You immediately feel just as happy as you felt the day you graduate. You immediately feel just as grateful for taking care of yourself as you did the day you found your passion. Every time you take those steps, you immediately get these feelings, but every time you procrastinate, you go backwards. You get the feelings of sadness. You get the feelings of confusion. From this point on, we'll count up from 1 to 5. And when we get to 5, you'll get up. You'll get a renewed sense of life and a renewed sense of purpose. You'll know that everything you got in your heart you can accomplish. And you'll have a sense of energy about yourself to want to go out and do the work. Go out and take those steps. And go out and succeed your goals and truly live out your life purpose. The reason you was put here. So imagine getting back on this elevator. We're on the 1st floor. We're going to be going back up to the 5th floor. We're on the 1st floor. We're going up to the 2nd floor. Everything's becoming more permanent. You saw those 3 versions of yourself, and they are now healed. You released everything that no longer serves you. You learn to sit and let those waves of confusion, the waves of self-doubt come and go, just like it naturally does. You know there's no need to escape what's going to leave anyway. Now we go up to the 3rd floor. Now you're starting to get a sense of your body again. You start to feel the energy in your toes, feel the energy in your arms. You're starting to become more aware of what's going on in the room. Your energy's starting to increase. 3, 4. Just take a moment to get a sense of your surrounding. You're coming back from this trip. And you'll get a message. You'll know what you should be doing next. What's the next step for you? You'll know why this moment was supposed to happen. Because nothing is coincidental. Everything happens for a reason. And 5. Eyes open.
Ooh.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
You feeling good?
I feel good.
There you go.
Whew.
It worked.
No, listen, I was really like, I couldn't move. No, seriously, like I really couldn't move. I couldn't move. I wanted, like, out of nervousness, I kick my legs or I do something. Couldn't move.
Yeah, I usually see you kicking your leg.
My mind, like everything, I couldn't do nothing but my head. Like I literally couldn't move.
So you was fully engulfed in what was going on.
I was fully engulfed in what was going on. Dad, you brought me to tears.
Yeah, and that usually happens. It's called purging. And that's when you release what no longer serves you, whether it's negative thoughts, whether it's negative emotions, everything that you've been holding inside. Your subconscious mind can find it and filter it out. Some people start sweating. Some people start breathing real heavy, real fast. Some people cry. My first time being hypnotized, I was crying. I didn't even know. Like I felt completely fine. I was completely in the moment, in tune. It felt like I was reliving it.
Yeah.
Some people experience different. Some people it's like they're watching a movie. Some people it feels like they're there, reliving it. And then by the time I woke up, I felt all the tears on my face and didn't even know I was crying.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's powerful.
No, it is definitely powerful.
Yeah, I could see it. I was over here reliving my own stuff while you was kicking. But no, I could see how you can unlock certain triggers by going back in time, and I heard you forgiving yourself or forgiving things that you weren't in control over. Right. And I can see how that may affect you in present day.
It's so crazy because, like, going back to that day, because I really couldn't, like, talk about it. Right. But going back to the day that my father was incarcerated, to me, I felt like I had lost my biggest supporter. Yeah. So that's what it felt like. Right. And that's why that brought me to tears, because it was like, well, who else is going to support me? Who else is going to support my dreams? Who else is going to support my visions?
Right.
You know? So I remember that like it was yesterday. That was cool to relive that moment.
I'm glad you washed it away in the red jar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to change the hype bell button to green. I'm gonna have to paint over it. We got rid of that today.
I use imagery because that's what people connect to the most. Mm-hmm. See, when you got something tangible, something you can feel, see, touch, it helps you actually anchor into that memory more, anchor into that feeling more.
Yeah.
So it's a way to just direct your mind to a certain scene that I want you to do. But like I said, I tell old people, this you's doing all the work.
Yeah.
Like I'm just a guide. It's like you got training wheels, you here pedaling, I'm holding you steady, but then I let go. You was pedaling on your own the whole time, but you didn't even notice I let go.
Yeah.
You was doing all the work. And that's why I try to show people the power of healing yourself. Like you are stronger than you think. Your words do have power. If you sit down and truly explore your thoughts, there's no telling what you can find out. Because subconsciously, it's a defense mechanism. When something hurts us, we bury it deep. We don't do it consciously. We bury it deep.
Right.
So some people come to me for a certain problem, and then when we actually start the session, they go to the real root cause of the problem, and they completely forget it even happened in the first place.
It makes sense. It makes plenty of sense. And you give yourself, like you said, that power to heal yourself.
To heal yourself, right. Yeah, that was cool, man. That was really cool. That was a cool experience because now I'm really hyped because I remember the day I discovered my passion, man. I remember that day I was working at a TV station at the time. I was 16 years old. And I worked as a sideline reporter first. That's how I started. And then I did sideline reporting on the weekends for like football games, college and high school. And then during the week, we actually took classes there and we had to learn how to, we learned how to put shows together and everything. And I remember the very first show, my best friend, she was actually supposed to executive produce that show. And I don't know, life just happened. I was like, I'll just pick up the pieces. Don't worry about it. I got it. I had host that show. I was executive producing the show. So I put the rundown together, whose segment goes where. I had my own segment in the show. And then, I put the whole thing together, edited the whole thing together. And I was just like watching something come to life that was literally just a vision. Brought me to tears that day. Damn, I really forgot about that day. I really did. I really forgot about that day.
That's nice.
I remember that day, yeah.
That's got you cussing and everything. Yeah. I ain't mad at that. I see you. No, but it's real because you're able to rejuvenate yourself in what you're doing now. Like you're living your passion, but sometimes we forget how it got started. Like what sparked that interest in the first place, and that could keep you moving. Absolutely. Absolutely. It makes it not feel like a job. It makes it feel like
a job more so. Yeah, exactly. Because I remember, and I say this all the time, like I remember when what I do now was just for fun. We were doing it just for fun. Literally, won't get in the check, just for fun. Right. And now, I made it into reality for me, and then you get washed away like, oh, this is a job. I don't want to, why am I here? And, and you lose the fun side of it. So, yeah, that was cool to reconnect with that.
True Life Hypnosis, we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you the real deal, boo.
Yeah, I'm just happy that people got a chance to see. Because I was telling Quan, I was telling Antoine that a lot of people see what goes on in the streets, but that's performance, that's for fun, that's to just get people less scared of hypnosis and what it actually is. But this is what I've been really wanting people to see, the actual therapy part, because this is where the real healing comes in. This is where the real powerful moments happen. And I want them to see how powerful it is and that it's nothing like what they see in the movies. It's nothing like what they see on TV. It's no spooky stuff, no mind control. See what it looks like when you actually explore your mind and your mind starts healing itself. Yeah. So thank you for this opportunity, man. I really appreciate it.
That was a great opportunity. Thank you.
That's it, man. You can cash up him his feet. No, I'm just playing.
Okay,
hey, man, I appreciate you. Once again, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. This is why we having this specialty shows this week. We appreciate you once again for coming in. K.Samone, thank you so much for taking time, out your busy career to come by and be part of the show today. All you guys that are wondering about this, we have some people in the comments. Make sure that you tap in with Paul at True Life Hypnosis on Instagram, Facebook. Give them all your handles, bro.
So you can find me on Instagram on Speak Life Hypnosis, and I call it Speak Life because I want people to know that your words do have power. I'm here helping people heal themselves with just words. And there's usually a bit I do when I'm in the streets. I'll make people feel like they're stuck to the ground. They get scared, and I'll show them like, man, this isn't mind control. You are doing this. You tell the only reason you're stuck to the ground is because you tell yourself to. But then I tell them, say out loud, I can move, and I bet you could. So I make them say it. They say they can move, and then they get up, no problem. So I tell them, if your mind is that strong that can make you think you're stuck to the ground, imagine what happens when you tell yourself that you can achieve a goal. So I call myself Speak Life Hypnosis because your words truly do have power, and I want people to know how strong they really are. Find me at Speak Life Hypnosis on Instagram. That's where I post most of my content. Not only do I show me hypnotizing people, but I actually give mental health tips and what to do, and I let you guys just explore and know more about psychology in general and how your mind works, and give you guys tips on how to heal your trauma on your own.
There you go.
That's
all right.
Cool.
Appreciate it once again. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap this thing on up. Make sure you rewind this back if you ever want to see what hypnotherapy is all about. We're about to get back into this mix. Make sure that you guys tap in, too, if you want to win those tickets to see Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. Reese's Peace of Mind today is trust your choices, trust those words, but make sure that they're positive ones in the process. We up out of here, man. We are gone. This has been a great show. Appreciate y'all once again. We out.